In the statewide race for New York Senate, Democrat Kirsten Gillibrand has a 17-point lead as she seeks her third full term. Her Republican opponent, Mike Sapraicone, a retired New York City Police Department detective, is the choice of only about a third of those surveyed by Pix 11, the Hill and Emerson College. Digging into the results, Gillibrand does better across the board, particularly with voters of color. And this is where Sapraicone really appears to be struggling, getting just 19% of Hispanic voters and 7% of black voters. The poll showed economic issues and the cost of living are overwhelmingly the most important issues to New Yorkers, with 37% of those in the poll saying the economy was the top issue, followed by the closely related housing affordability issue at 15% and immigration at 13%. 45% of New Yorkers say they are worse off now than they were 1 year ago. 39% say they're doing about the same, and 17% say they are better off. On the hundreds of thousands of migrants who've come to New York seeking sanctuary, costing taxpayers billions of dollars, 49% of those surveyed called it a crisis, 40% called it a problem but not a crisis, 11% do not think it's a problem. On crime, even with crime stats ticking downward statewide, most New Yorkers, 45%, say there's more crime. 40% say it's about the same. 15% say there's less. On abortion, 69% of New Yorkers overwhelmingly say the federal government should enshrine the rights that used to be guaranteed by Roe v. Wade. 31% say states should decide, which is the current law following the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision. On sending money to Israel for the war in Gaza, 49% say the United States is spending too much, 33% say the U.S. is spending the right amount, and 18% say too little is going. Despite several important House races around the state and even a campaign stop by former President Donald Trump, New York overall remains solidly blue, with 54% of voters saying they'll vote for Vice President Kamala Harris this November and 40% saying they are supporting the former president. Finally, Governor Kathy Hochul's approval ratings remain low as she faces arguably her toughest decision in office, whether or not to remove or suspend Mayor Eric Adams as he faces federal bribery charges. The poll found just 29% of New Yorkers approve of the job she's doing. Compare that to President Joe Biden at 43%. Early voting in New York begins October 26th, and of course, Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. In the newsroom, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.